Hi, I'm Randy Nelson. I'm the director of the Small Business Development Center at Arizona Western College. I've been in the job for over 19 years, and our job is to help a lot of the small business community, and especially now with all the coronavirus, the loan programs and everything else. So we're here today to talk about some of the questions that have come up and to hopefully give you some answers and some guidance from what we know to date. Okay, the SBA has been guaranteeing loans for a number of years. That's what we generally help with day to day. Today we're probably going to go more into the disaster loans because that's where I'm getting the most questions from and the most confusion. The regular SBA loans are still going to be out there. It's just until this uncertainty, until we can all get back to work and get going, the regular SBA loans are kind of on the back burner right now. Okay, there are usually no grants available. However, legislation is coming through every day now, it seems like. They're talking about 6 different levels of stimulus grants to help the economy get back on its feet. Instead of using the word grant right now, they're using the word forgivable. So if you get a loan for 8 weeks or 6 months or 30 years, portions of that loan may be forgivable, which means you won't have to pay it back. So those are some of the new changes with the laws coming through now. The latest stimulus that we just heard about a few days ago was the Paycheck Protection Plan. This is a loan that can go up to $5 million. It's at 0.5% interest. There are no payments for the first year, and it's for those companies who need to keep their people employed. So again, a good portion of this loan may be forgivable. That means you don't have to pay it back. It's going to be run through your local bank. Currently, not every bank is eligible to do this loan. They have to be SBA Express lenders. However, there's new interpretations coming down, and it looks like any lender who is FDIC insured or FSLIC insured will be able to offer these loans internally. If you need the application form, you can Google it or send me an email at randy.nelson@azwestern.edu. Yes, these loans can be used for a number of different things. Most of it right now is to keep your people employed. I understand that you may not have work for them to do while your business is temporarily shut down, but there's always cleaning and painting and the website and your bookkeeping and all the other typical business activities you're going to have to do anyhow. So this is a way to keep people employed, keep them off unemployment, and just when you're ready to open up, they'll all be there and hungry to serve your customers. Another part of the PPP loan and some of the other loans are available for working capital. So if you need to stay current on your rent, on your utilities, of course your marketing budget should not go away, repairs and maintenance, any of the typical operating expenses that you have, up to 25% of the loan can be used for that. Laying off employees is a hot topic right now. A lot of you may have already laid off a lot of your workforce. With these loans, to qualify for the loan forgiveness, once you have the money in your account, the advice is to hire those people back as soon as possible. You're going to have to maintain an employment level, again, to get the forgiveness on the loans. So layoffs are possibly necessary. It may allow you to reevaluate some of your employees. At the same time, another thing out there is called a furlough. Furlough is where you send people home, but they're still eligible for the company benefits. They still have certain rights as employees, they're just not at work. And that's something that you have to decide. But again, when unemployment is another situation that comes up. If your employees ask for unemployment insurance coverage, they go down and apply, they have to be careful, because if you call them back to work and they decide no, they really don't want to go back to work, they can lose all of their unemployment benefits plus their job. So again, you'll have to let them know on their exit interview. Deferral of existing loans is something that is out there, yes, especially the SBA guaranteed loans. The banks will have discretion on whether or not they will allow you to defer your loan. Right now, it's usually a 3-month deferral. In fact, the SBA is paying both the principal and interest on SBA loans that I've seen when you go for the Paycheck plan. So there are some possibilities to defer those existing loans. Arizona Public Service has announced a credit on part of your utility bills to help you survive. And there's going to be a lot of other incentives that are coming through over the next few days and few weeks. Okay, a lot depends on the type of loan, on where you apply. With the economic injury disaster loan, you would apply at this website. It is disasterloan.sba.gov/ELA. Okay. In that, you'll find probably 2 or 3 pages worth of information they're going to ask for your loan to be submitted. Before you hit submit, there'll be an emergency loan provision down at the bottom, and if you check that, you may be eligible for up to $10,000 that could arrive within a week. And again, that will be forgivable as long as you show that you've been employing your employees. Okay? Let me talk a little bit about some of the other loans out there. The bridge loan and the PPP loan, those are going to go through your local lenders. And again, right now it's through the SBA Express authorized lenders, but it looks like that'll be open up to all the different banks and credit unions in the area. It is possible to have a loan for a new business. I'm not totally sure. We haven't had a lot of direction. What they've told us to do is have you go ahead and apply for the disaster loan for economic injury, and then you will be assigned a case manager within 3 to 5 days. The case manager, again, will need to see all the supporting documents for a startup or an existing business, which will include your taxes, your personal financial statement, your schedule of debts, and also the loan application. The case manager will make the determination whether your startup or your existing business will be able to receive funding and at what level. Okay, the economic injury disaster loan is coming out at a 3.75% interest rate, and that will be for 30 years. And those, by the way, go up to $2 million. Again, you would have to meet certain criteria to apply and get awarded the full $2 million. Also, there is the bridge loans. I think they go up to 4% interest, and they're good for probably 7 years, somewhere in 5 to 7 year range. And again, each case will be judged separately, and again, it depends on what your lender wants to do. The loans can go 6% over prime rate. Prime rate right now is somewhere around 0 to 0.5%, so you're probably looking at a 6.5% or 7% loan by the time all the paperwork gets through. The other loan that we talked about, the PPP, is 0.5%, and that can go out, I think, for 5 to 20 years, in that range. We'll have more information that we can share with you via email or on our Facebook site at AWC SBDC. And those loans, again, 0.5% interest, and Again, portions of these loans may be forgiven. So you may get the money, you may not have to pay it back. But you're going to have all your payroll documentation, your bookkeeping, everything up to date, and be prepared to show that. Making payments on these loans can be anywhere from a year from now to a few months from now. It all depends on what you set up and the needs of your individual business. The nice thing is there are fairly flexible loans out there, and principal interest versus, principal payments may not be required for a year. It may be interest only. And then in some loans, they're going to cover both principal and interest. And especially on existing loans, they may just give you a 3-month waiver of repayment. So again, get all your paperwork together. Be prepared to upload the documents when asked for. And thank you so much. I hope this helps. We'll have more information. Just contact us at the Arizona Western College Small Business Development Center, 317-6151, through Facebook /AWC SBDC, or you can email me at randy.nelson@azwestern.edu.